I lose my cell signal and I lose my place in lineup. So at this point I'm like, oh my god. So thankfully I do have a data connection, and so I found out that I could enter the AMA help request line online. So I was able to submit a ticket for help, and I'm like, yes, we're by the side of a mountain on the road in the Trans-Canada. Do you have an exact location? Outside of a tunnel on a giant ass hill. Like I didn't have an exact location. Like we were trying to figure out how to get that. We're like, what if we turn on like geolocation for like photos, and then we like take a photo and we look at like the details of the photo, and then we get like the exact GPS coordinates. We'll like give them GPS coordinates down to like a tenth of like a decimal place, and then we thought, okay, you know, I don't know if they have like a GPS tracker thing that they're going to come out here with, so we scrapped that idea. We just said side of the mountain between Golden and Revelstoke. But anyway, so I submit this online ticket for towing, and of course I have to wait there, right? Because of course they're going to eventually call me and be like, hello, we were, you know, we took our time and we eventually saw that, you know, you needed some assistance, and you know, we weren't really sure if you still needed it, because you know, it only took us an hour to respond to your urgent plea for help. So you know, we're just, you know, calling, just, you know, checking in, like, how are you doing on the side of the road. Hi AMA, yeah, no, my car's still super broken down on the side of the road on a mountain. And yeah, so if you could like just take a couple time out of your day, just like send somebody by to grab us. And this is where it got worse though, is because we got 5 dudes and a tow truck only got room for 2 dudes and a driver. And so we were like, oh god, well what's gonna happen? Do we need to hitchhike? Do we need to sell our bodies for rides on the side of this mountain? Like it might have happened. You know, Joe was already wearing super short shorts and his shirt was off. Like he was halfway there to prostitution. We could have opened the world's most successful Trans-Canada mountain prostitution ring, but you know, we got lucky. It turns out that they had a flatbed and they had a really big truck, and they just brought that, and so we could all get inside that. So that's what they offered to us. So we didn't actually have to go into a life of prostitution, drugs, and whoring. So that was lucky, you know. That was a close one. Like, you know, just it was dodging a bullet, right? So anyways, I finally managed to convince all my bros to get out of the dark, cool tunnel. And okay guys, well here's the deal, there's a tow truck on the way and we gotta wait for it. So at this point it had already been like an hour and a half. So we go head back over to the car, and like any mature responsible individuals would do when you're 22 and 20 and 19 and 18 years old, broken down by the side of the road with 120 beers when it's 35 degrees out and you're feeling down on your luck, is we consumed alcoholic beverages. Yes, that is right. That is the responsible thing to do in this situation. The only normal thing to do in this situation was to consume our alcoholic beverages. So that we did. We even had a little portable speaker, so we turned that on, we got some beats jamming, and to everybody driving past, it just appears as if we're having a tailgate by the side of the mountain. But I can assure you that we would have much rather been in a functioning, working, driving car rather than what appears to be a fun pool party tailgate by the side of the mountain in 35 degree heat, and giant, terrifying grasshopper, black fly, horsefly, giant bugs that could like, you know, like eat like your entire pinky toe. Like these are just scary bugs. So anyways, Joe and Justin and Richard notice that we are in the wilderness, but in fact that there's a path. There appears to be a path up the side of the hill, like through the trees and the brush. There's a faint path, and you know, of course this could be a human path, or this could be a path created by animals, particularly the large, heavily toothed kind of animals, the ones that enjoy a nice little mid-afternoon snack on broken down teenagers in the middle of the mountain in the woods. But no, our 3 young brave dudes decide, you know what, we're gonna go up this path. So they go up the path, and it turns out it actually leads onto the top of the tunnel. So these 3 jackasses climb up onto the top of this tunnel. So all the cars driving down the hill see 3 dudes just standing on top of the tunnel. It was pretty great actually. We got a couple photos of it. It was very iconic, and they did some exploring up there, and I don't know what else. And of course I'm just a cripple, so I'm watching from below with envious spite as I really wish that I could get my new Facebook profile picture on top of a fucking tunnel on the Trans-Canada Highway, but I couldn't. So we're waiting, you know, we're drinking beers. And Richard decides that he's going to see how many truckers will honk for us. And surprisingly enough, every single trucker will actually honk for you. It's something about 5 shirtless dudes by the side of the road with a cripple that seems to really just bring out the inner air hornness inside of every trucker. Literally every single trucker Richard did this too, honked at us, and at this point I'm like, come on guys, please, can we not draw attention to ourselves? We're already by the side of the road with like a cripple, we're broken down, everybody's already taking pictures of us as they drive past, but now we have truckers honking at us too. And it was even worse because we got like, you know, like 5 cars in a row, like the trucker would honk and then the guy behind him was like, fuck yeah, I'll honk my horn, and the guy behind him and the guy behind him, and it was just like domino effect, and we got everybody honking at us, and we just, I know we didn't start up that prostitution ring, but it felt like we were making the first foray, the first steps into this prostitution ring, because here we are, side of the road, shirtless, and we got all these people honking for us, like, yeah, you fucking break your car down, yeah, you drink that fucking beer by the side of the mountain road, yeah, you look hot, you little sweaty fuckers. Like, okay, that got a little aggressive, but you know, some of those truckers did have a, you know, pretty mischievous gleam in your eyes. I don't even know what they were thinking. Thank God none of the truckers pulled over. That would have been scary. Luckily, none of the trucks actually had teddy bears strapped to the front of the grill, so thankfully for that. But anyways.